The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
Cedartown High School basketball.
He dunks it! Lays it up. Got it! Yes! Three-pointer try.
Yes! Cedartown wins!
It's time for Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball, right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
Welcome into Cedartown High School basketball, the Big AA, 1340 and 106.1 FM. Andrew Carter along with you here with Sam Branch. We're just about ready to get this one underway as the Bulldogs take on the Temple Tigers in a test right before the Bulldogs hit the region tournament next week. Sam, good to be with you here tonight from Temple, Georgia.
Absolutely. The big city just south of us.
A place you've been a few times in your life.
Yep. Used to work right up the street at Carroll County Fire Station number 2 at Temple, which is really next door neighbors with Temple High School and the facility here. So a little familiar with the area, but I'm telling you what, the Carroll County school system and Temple, they have done a phenomenal job with the facilities down here.
They really have. A
lot of improvements over the past few years. A lot of these buildings are actually new since I was down here. So a absolutely phenomenal gym. And a great facility for some basketball. We're getting ready to get started here. As Andrew said, a test right before we get ready to head into some postseason play for our Dogs. Off the inbounds pass, MJ Holiday gives over to number 12, CJ Washington. Now to Walker over to Jeremiah Johnson. Short little jumper on the way. That's not going to go. Rebounded by the Tigers of Temple. On the floor for the Dogs, we have Walker, MJ Holiday, Jeremiah Johnson, C.J. Washington, and Jordan Johnson. Those are your starting 5 for your Dogs. The Tigers, number 3, Cole will have it. Three-point attempt on the way, and that's good. So Temple jumps out to an early 3-0 lead. Holiday for Cedartown will come across half court. Now he's going to work towards the middle of the floor. He's going to launch a 3 of his own, and that one will not drop. In and out, rebounded by Temple. Number 2 will pass off to number 5, Boykin. Boykin's going to give to 1, Wicker. Now number 2 with a three-point attempt on the way. That was no good. That was Reggie Bowles for Temple. Jeremiah Johnson will come across half court. Now he'll go to Holiday on the left side. Little baseline floater from about 3 feet away drops in. That one is good, and that's Cedartown's first points of the night.
MJ looking good so far there with a good shot.
On the left side is Bowles. Now he's going to give to Zimbron. Now he's going to pass over to the right baseline. That pass is stolen by Johnson. Johnson's going to drive for the Dogs. Layup off the back glass is good, and Cedartown has their first lead of the afternoon, 4-3.
Beautiful there by Johnson, able to take it down there. Got the push away, and Bulldogs have the lead, 4-3.
Tate Cole is going to drive. He's going to lose the handle for Temple. Gets it back, tries to give to Zimbron, and it's knocked out of bounds, and it was last touched by the Tigers. So it's going to be Cedartown basketball. Inbounds pass goes to MJ Holiday. Holiday right at the big T in the middle of the court. Now he'll come across half court. He's going to drive to his right. Now he's going to drive even further. That's knocked away, and it gets to Jeremiah Johnson. Loose ball was recovered by the Dogs. Now he gives to Michael Walker from just inside free throw line. Can't get that to go. Rebounded by Bowles and the Tigers. Temple will work to their left side, or to right side, now to Cole. Cole's going to go to his left, which is to Wicker. Wicker's going to work back towards the right side of the floor. Now he's going to give to Bowles. Zimbron was trying to get it underneath to Bowles and just threw that one away, so that's going to be Cedartown ball with under 6 to play.
Non-region game, I believe Temple 3A, Bulldogs 4A, and Temple has a pretty good pedigree, so it'll be a good test for the Bulldogs here. They're on top now, 4-3.
Walker gives to Washington at the top of the key. Now over to the right side to Johnson. Underneath to Walker. That one's knocked away, but Michael's able to get it back. He gives to Johnson. Thought about a 3, but pulled down. Now he's going to drive. Little 3-foot floater drops. That's his second basket of the night. 6-3 is your score. Wicker will come across half court. He'll give to Bowles. Bowles over to Zimbron. Now he's going to drive. Runs into C.J. Washington, has to dish out over to Wicker. He's going to drive, gets that little floater to drop.
Temple wasting no time there getting that response. And it's a 1-point game, 6-5, Dogs lead.
Holiday gives to Johnson. Now to Walker, back to Jordan Johnson. Back towards C.J. Washington at the top of the key. Now he'll go to the right to Johnson, over to Walker. Walker tries to feed it underneath to M.J. Holiday, and he gets that and banks that off the back glass. So that's his second basket of the night.
That's precisely what we want to see. M.J. Holiday hot and doing well for the Bulldogs, and he is doing that so far for Cedartown as they lead 8-5.
Zimbron on the left side. He'll give to Boykin at the top of the key. He's going to work to his right. Ball stolen by Johnson. Picked up by Walker. Now back to Jordan Johnson. The drive. Layup no good. Rebound, though, is by M.J. Holiday right there for the putback, and it's good, and we've got a timeout on the floor.
Great job there by Holiday to clean that one up, and we'll take the break and come back after 30. Cedartown 10 and Temple 5.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is a person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Boykin for the Tigers drives, and he's going to be fouled. It's actually Bowles that was fouled. And I believe they're going to get Jeremiah Johnson on that foul. Welcome back to Temple High School, where your Cedartown Bulldogs lead 10-5. Inbound pass goes to Zimbron, and he was standing right there, and absolutely nobody was covering him, and all he had to do was lay it in off the glass. Andrew Carter, I think I could have made that shot.
Yeah, he was just left wide open. Defensive breakdown there for the Bulldogs.
M.J. Holiday will give to Michael Walker. Now he's going to drive from just inside the three-point line. That one's off the back, or just off the front of the rim. C.J. Washington came in for the putback, couldn't get it to go. Rebound by the Tigers. Zimbron will move towards the middle of the floor, top of the key. Now he's going to drive. Dish out to Cole. Cole back to Zimbron, knocked away by Cedartown. And then it rolls out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Tigers.
3:25 to play here in the period. Dogs lead at 10-7. First period of play.
C.J. Washington goes out, and Donald Knight checks in for the Dogs. Zimbron passes to Cole. Now back to Zimbron. Going to work back towards the middle of the floor. Jordan Johnson playing defense on him. Has to give over to Wicker. Wicker's going to try to drive, split a few defenders, and I don't know how he was able to get that one to drop, but he does. He was out of bounds and just kind of threw it behind him, and a prayer was answered. 10-9 is your score. Holiday gives to Walker. Walker back to Holiday. Over on the right side. Now to Jeremiah Johnson. Over to Knight. Knight tries to get it underneath to Jordan Johnson, but no go, so he has to go back out front to Jeremiah Johnson. Just inside 2:30, or right at 2:30 to play. Shot by Michael Walker is no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Now he's going to give to Holiday. Long three-point attempt on the way, and that one is pretty as can be, and the Bulldogs extend their lead, 13-9.
I love it. Great job there by the Bulldogs to get that answer, and they put up a three, and they're now up by 4, 13-9 with 2:15 to play in the period.
Wicker on the left side. He's going to drive, and he traveled, ran into about 4 Dogs in the process, and that's going to be a turnover, and it's going to be Cedartown ball.
It was either going to be a travel or a offensive charge. Billy Darden checks into the game as Michael Walker takes a seat. We're back underway here with 2:10 to play in the first. 13-9 Cedartown leads.
M.J. Holiday for the Dogs will bring it across half court. He's going to go, to Billy Darden. Hot pass in and out of his hands. Recovered by Battle for the Tigers. He's going to drive, split a couple of defenders, and how was that not a charge?
Wow.
Good night.
I do not know.
M.J. Holiday was firmly planted in the lane, and Battle just ran all over him and threw an elbow and basically pushed him to the ground. but he took it in, laid it in for a basket, and it's 13-11. On the other end, Cedartown loses the handle, but it's going to be last touched by the Tigers, and it's going to stay with the Dogs. The younger of the Holiday brothers, Xavier, will check in, and Billy Darden will go to the bench for a minute. And the inbound pass is from one Holiday to another. Xavier brings it into Johnson. Johnson drives. Beautiful move to the basket. What a finish there, and that's in for two, and the Bulldogs extend their lead to 4.
Northwest Georgia, if you don't know about Jeremiah Johnson, you'll know after this week.
Three-point attempt is no good by Temple, recovered by Xavier. He gives to Jeremiah, now to MJ, over to Jeremiah Johnson. Towards the top of the key, now he's going to give to Knight. Knight, little floater from just inside the free throw line will not go. Rebounded by Battle in the Tigers. Zimbron will bring it across half court. Now he's going to work towards the middle of the floor, top of the key. Going to try to go around Jordan Johnson. Can't do it. Has to give out to Cole. Cole's going to give to Boyles. He's going to try to drive. Looks like a travel they got away with on that one, but he gives to Zimbron. 3-point, no good. Rebounded by Holiday. He's going to give to Johnson, who's going to drive across half court. Bulldogs moving quickly in transition. Over to Knight. Back to Johnson. Shot on the way. Can't go. Rebound by Temple. Zimbron gives to Wicker. Wicker drives. Baseline floater. No good. Rebounded by Jeremiah Johnson and the Dogs. Here they come again. Here comes Knight. That one's too hot to handle, and it's going to be out of bounds.
Not a bad pass there. I think just was over the fingertips there of Donald Knight, and really good series there heading down the floor, but just the pass was too much, and it'll turn over to the Temple Tigers with 27 seconds to play.
Shamar Wicker for Temple. Bring it across half court. He'll go over to number 13, Amon Jackson. Back over to Balls. Just on the other side of half court. Now he's going to work to his right, gives to Wicker. Wicker will come back to the big T. Now he's going to drive to his right. Can't get around Xavier, so he has to give to Cole. Cole with a shot, no good, and there's Xavier Holiday for the rebound, and that's going to do it for our first period. Dogs lead 15-11 here at Temple High School. We'll be back after this quick break. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball here on the Big Double A.
Daniels Green Services and Handyman, your best choice for total home renovation or even small projects. 770-862-1240. 770-862-1240. Painting, siding, concrete, windows, pressure washing, flooring, drywall, doors, roofing, electrical, and even lawn care. They're fully insured and will do a great job. Check them out on Facebook, Daniels Green Services and Handyman, your best choice. 770-862-1240. Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
And we're back to start the second period of play. Temple brings it in. They're going to give to Tate Cole. He's going to try to drive. He dishes out to Wicker. Wicker, little jumper from about 5 feet out. Can't get that to go. Rebounded by Boykin. Now a three-point attempt on the way from Temple is no good. Rebound by Jeremiah Johnson. Here come your Dogs. They're going to give to Xavier Holiday off the back glass, and that one's going to fall. Man, it creeped in, but that was pretty.
I'm telling you what, like you mentioned before, we were a little worried if the Dogs are going to be rusty. I think they're just kind of fresh now.
They are. We are firing on all cylinders right now, and we want to keep that up. Amon Jackson's going to give to Bowles. Back to Jackson, over to Cole. Cole's going to give to Wicker. Wicker's going to try to drive, has to dish back out, three-point attempt on the way, and that one is good. So Amon Jackson connects from beyond the arc, and it's a three-point game. Dogs still ahead, 17-14.
Temple is 13-10 overall, Sam, and 5-3 in their league. They're double A, not 3A. We thought they were 3A, but they are double A.
MJ Holiday is going to give to Jeremiah Johnson, tries to get it underneath to Walker, and he does. Back out to Johnson. Over to Jordan Johnson now, and he's going to be fouled. a very similar record, really, to Cedartown if you look at it. Cedartown comes in tonight 10-9 overall with a 9-3 region record. So both teams sporting good records here late in the season.
Yeah, finishing as the one seed in the region standings, as the Bulldogs will have a man at the line to shoot.
First one from Jordan Johnson is no good. Right at 6:40 to play, 17-14 is your score. Dogs up by 3.
Cedartown's next game will be Thursday at Northwest Whitfield.
And that second one is good. So it is now a 4-point game. Cedartown up 18-14. Wicker will give to Cole. Over on the left side to Bowles. He's going to try to drive the baseline. Now he's going to have to give to Cole. It's like a 3-point attempt on the way, and that one is good. Cole was over there in the far corner on the baseline, and he was able to connect from beyond the arc, and it's a 1-point game.
Left him wide open over there, and he had plenty of time to set and judge the basket and put it up there unobstructed, and it was a swish.
Xavier Holiday gives to Jeremiah Johnson. Now he's going to give to C.J. Washington. Back to his left to Johnson. Johnson's going to give to Xavier Holiday, now to Johnson. Thinks about a 3, brings it down. Now he's going to give to Jordan Johnson. Now he's going to bring it out, back things up just a little bit, right at the big T. Going to work to his left, now to his right. Picks up a screen by his brother Jeremiah. 3-point attempt on the way from Holiday. No good. He gets his own rebound, though, and he had that shot blocked, and Wicker comes away with it for the Tigers. Over to Bowles. Shot on the way, and that 3 is good, and that's the first time Tipple has led since the beginning of the first. 20-18 is your score. Holiday gives back to Jeremiah Johnson. Right in the middle of the floor. Now to C.J. Washington over on the left. Jordan Johnson, top of the key. He's going to drive. Off of Cole, gets that one to, no, it does not go. Rebounded by the Tigers. Long pass down to Jackson. Now back to Wicker. Wicker's going to drive inside the lane, and that one's going to fall. So all of a sudden, Temple on a little bit of a scoring streak here, and they're up by 4.
Great job, though, by number 5, Boykin, to avoid the travel as he fished it away. That's no good from 3, and the Tigers get the rebound.
Jackson gives to Wicker. Wicker to Cole. Cole's going to work back towards the middle of the floor. Now to Jackson. Jackson to the right side to Wicker. Wicker's going to try to drive baseline. Over to Cole. Now to Bowles. Long 3-point attempt, and that one is good.
Can't leave these guys open. They'll make you pay. 25-18. They're on quite a bit of a run here.
Approaching 4:20 to play here in this second period. Dogs trail the Tigers for the first time since the beginning of the first. Jeremiah Johnson's going to give to Xavier Holiday. Holiday to his brother M.J. Holiday. Now he's going to work back towards Xavier to the middle of the floor. Xavier right at the big T. He's going to go around a screen by C.J. Washington, now to Jeremiah Johnson. He's going to try to drive, turns, tries to give it to C.J. Washington, and they just weren't on the same page, and that's a turnover.
Dogs struggling not only offensively here, but defensively as well, and sometimes that just kind of spreads over to both sides of the game, and right now that's happening for Cedartown. We'll see if they can snap out of it.
Wicker gives to Bowles, now over to Boykin.
Boy, MJ almost had a rip away.
Yes, he did. Zimbron, though, was able to snag that one. Now he's going to try to drive around MJ. Can't get that little floater to go. Rebounded by Jeremiah Johnson. Good defensive stand. Now to Holiday on the other end for the finish. Can't get that one to go.
Charge.
And they're going to get him for a charge.
Nothing going the Bulldogs' way here, and that was a charge, I'm afraid. The young man's legs were set. He was there, really almost even had his arms crossed, and MJ went into him and tried not to put direct contact on him, but couldn't avoid the offensive foul.
Boykin gives to Wicker. Wicker tries to give back to Boykin. Can't get that to go, but they save it. 3-point attempt on the way from Bowles. No good. Rebounded by Holiday. MJ will work down the right side of the floor. Now he's going to give to Jordan Johnson. Jordan tries to feed underneath to Jeremiah, but that pass was broken up, and Cole comes away with it. Now to Wicker.
Almost like he threw right to him. I don't think he meant to, but the defender there was right there to knock the pass away, and they got the steal.
Zimbron's going to drive. Now he's going to kick out to Cole. Cole, three-point attempt on the way. That misses its mark. Rebounded by the Tigers. Wicker on the left side. Now he's going to try to drive. Little floater. Can't get that one to go. And Cedartown's going to come away with it. Jeremiah Johnson. He'll bring it down the floor for Cedartown. Xavier Holiday over to MJ Holiday on the left side. Back to Xavier. Back to Jeremiah Johnson at the middle of the floor. Jeremiah will back it up. Again at the big T. Now he's going to try to figure out which way he wants to go. Gives it to Jordan Johnson. Now to Xavier Holiday. Now to Jeremiah Johnson. He's going to try to drive, split a few defenders. 360 turn, spin, can't get that to go. And it was rebounded by the Tigers, but the young man took it with him out of bounds, so it's going to stay Cedartown ball.
If he doesn't try to get that, it's Temple ball easy, and Bulldogs get a break there. Temple with a few substitutions. Also, Xavier Holiday goes out as Walker comes back in. Now we got a whistle and a stoppage of play.
Donald Knight also checked into the game for the Dogs. Inbounds pass to Holiday. Can't get it to go, but he gets his own rebound on the other side, and then he makes that one good.
Very, very nice there by Holiday. Hopefully that'll start something good for the Bulldogs here late in this first half. 25-20, Temple leads.
Cole gives to Cook. Jackson now over to Cole. Now he's going to try to drive. Kick over to Wicker. Wicker from inside the lane. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by C.J. Washington. Now he gives to Knight. Knight on the far side of the court. He's going to give to Walker. Walker, jumper on the way. Can't get that one to go. Rebound is C.J. Washington, and he just musters it back up and lays it in for two, and the Dogs come to within three. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Bulldog Basketball right here on the Big Double A.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware Supply?
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
And we're back. After that timeout, Dogs trail by 3, 25-22. Bowles for Temple. Just inside the arc, he gives to Cole. Cole's now going to drive. He's going to kick out to Wicker. Wicker to Zimbron. He's going to work to his left, try to get around Knight. Goes baseline, turns around, jumper. And can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Michael Walker in the Dogs.
Cedartown's defense underneath has been good. It's the perimeter where we've had some struggles. The Bulldogs have been better at that of late and shutting down Temple's scoring opportunities. But then we throw it right to him in a turnover.
That's right. Jeremiah Johnson gave it right to Bowles. He was trying to get to Holiday, but he didn't go. So Bowles now, he's going to try to drive around Knight. Can't go. Kick out to Cole. Three-point attempt on the way. That young man is usually deadly from there, but he missed that one.
Had a guy in front of him. I think that's why. If he's left wide open, he probably makes that shot.
Absolutely. Bulldogs were able to put a hand in the face, and that disrupted that shot just a little bit, but it was rebounded by Zimbron. He now gives to Shamar Wicker. Over to Tate Cole for Temple. He's going to work back towards the big T. Now he'll give to Battle. Battle back to Zimbron. Now he's going to try to drive. He gets around Walker, a little floater from the lane, can't get that to go. Rebounded by Donald Knight, and he's fouled.
Heading down there, looks like they got number 10 on the foul. That's Zimbron, the junior for the Temple Tigers. The Dogs have an inbounds pass coming with 10 seconds to play.
Cedartown trails by 3. Inbounds pass will go to Holiday. He's going to wait for the last second to pick it up. Now he's going to come across half court. Coming up on 5 to play. He's going to try to drive the baseline. Kick out. Shot on the way. Can't get that to go, and it hits off the top of the backboard just as time has expired, and they're going to let that one lie. Your score at halftime is 25-22. The Dogs trail by 3. We'll take a break and come back with a few first-half stats. You are listening to Cedartown High School basketball on the home of the Bulldogs, AM 1340 and 106.1 FM, WGAA, the Big Double A.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer. And that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660. Daniel's Green Services and Handyman, your best choice for total home renovation or even small projects. 770-862-1240. 770-862-1240. Painting, siding, concrete, windows, pressure washing, flooring, drywall, doors, roofing, electrical, and even lawn care. They're fully insured and will do a great job. Check them out on Facebook, Daniel's Green Services and Handyman, your best choice. 770-862-1240.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
We're back here at halftime. The Temple Tigers lead the Cedartown Bulldogs 25-22. The Bulldogs out of 4A ended up being the number one seed from 4A. Wanted to check and see the standings for Temple, how they finished in their region. Of course, they're also likely preparing for a region tournament as well. Callaway actually finished first in their region, which is a very good program, by the way. Temple finished second. Their region includes Callaway, Temple, Heard County, Bremen, and Haralson County. So those are your 2A schools, all kind of around here, except Callaway, of course, a little farther away, down near LaGrange. But Temple, number two in a very tough region there with Callaway with a perfect 8-0 region record. Temple with a 13-10 overall record and 5-3 in their region. Bulldogs, of course, as we mentioned before, finished as the number one seed. Will play Thursday for a chance to advance to the region final game on Friday. We don't know who will be playing yet, but I believe it'll be the winner of the. I think it's going to be the one, and I sent this to Logan the other day, so I got to find the text message I sent to Logan here. This is very unprofessional, by the way, guys. So here is the what we think is going to happen here. Why don't you give the stats, and I'll figure that out.
Yeah, absolutely. First half stats for our Cedartown Bulldogs are being the scoring effort is being led by, of course, MJ Holiday, who, is one of those every game stars that's, if he's not leading the scoring effort, he's right there at the top. But he has 12 points so far in this first half, followed by Jeremiah Johnson with 6 points, and then Xavier Holiday and C.J. Washington both have 2, and Jordan Johnson with a single point as he went to the free throw line and connected on one of those free throws. So Dogs playing well here in this first half. They do trail by 3. They led for almost the entire first period and much of that second period, but then Temple went on a pretty good run there, and the Bulldogs fell behind. The good news is, one of the things that we mentioned is that we were worried about whether or not the Dogs would be rusty. It's been a little bit since they've been on the court, but fortunately they are not. They appear to be firing on all cylinders, but they're playing a good basketball team in Temple. So they can't, you can't take anything away from this Tigers team, but the Dogs making a few mistakes here or there, but we are right here with them. Like I said, 25-22 is your score.
So here is, and again, the Bulldogs in the second half are going to have to, kind of do what they did toward the end of the first half, block outside the arc shooting. and they were able to do that pretty successfully toward the end of the first half. And they do what they were doing in the first quarter. They were scoring left and right and forcing Temple to make shots they couldn't make. But once they got open and got on a little bit of a run, Temple was able to catch back up and eventually get the lead, and they have the lead here at halftime, 25-22. So Bulldogs doing kind of what they're doing at the end of the first half. Were better at defending the perimeter and forcing Temple to make shots they didn't want to make, and then the Dogs able to get it back down the floor and them have a chance to score too. So here's a look at the region tournament starting next week. We'll start with the girls. They play on Monday at 6 p.m. at Cedartown High School. They'll play Southeast Whitfield. That should be a pretty easy win for the Lady Bulldogs. If they win that game, I'm pretty sure they will have a chance to have a game, I think probably next Thursday, a chance to win that game to get a state playoff berth. The boys basketball team, as far as we know, have already made a state playoff berth. They have a game Thursday, and they will play the winner of the Pickens Northwest Whitfield game. Frankly, I hope it's Northwest Whitfield because the Bulldogs were swept by Pickens during the regular season. Close game for the Bulldogs, especially in that final game with Pickens. But Northwest Whitfield, the Bulldogs have been able to have some success with them this year. So the Bulldogs play at 8:30 on Thursday night at Northwest Whitfield. That's the host of the region tournament. And, of course, that'll be one of many, many broadcasts we're going to have next week for not only for basketball, for baseball as well. At least 3, maybe 4 basketball games next week. And then 1, 2, 3 baseball games next week as well are scheduled for Cedartown. So we'll be there for all that. It's going to be fun.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to it.
A busy night on the Big AA, or busy week of busy nights on the Big AA.
No doubt about it. Well, we're going to take a break as both teams are back out shooting. If you're thinking this game's already halftime, it was supposed to start at 6 p.m. It started almost 30 minutes early. About 25 minutes early did this game start, so 6:18 we're already at halftime. Second half is coming up after this 2-minute break right here on the Big AA. Stay with us.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
And we're back for the start of the second half. Bulldogs trail 25-22. Off the inbounds pass, Jeremiah Johnson quickly takes it to the basket, and the shot is no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Garrett Cole, three-point attempt on the way from in the corner, and that one connects. And, Andrew, that's exactly what we said that Cedartown didn't need to allow happen.
I think they were a little sluggish getting down there, Sam. They just weren't able to get down there to defend the perimeter, and they were all trapped on the other side.
Michael Walker takes a shot but has it blocked, comes down the court with Bowles and the Tigers. Now he's going to give to Cole. Cole's going to go to Wicker. Wicker will go to Zimbron. Now to Cole. Cole back to Bowles. Back to Cole, top of the key. Now over to Wicker on the left side. He's going to drive, kicks over to Cole. Three-point attempt, same place, different result. No good from the three-point attempt. Rebounded by Holiday. Holiday's going to give to Jeremiah Johnson. Over to Michael Walker. Left side now to Johnson. Over to Jordan Johnson. Three-point attempt on the way, and that one is no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Zimbron will bring it down the floor for Temple. Now he's going to give to Wicker. Wicker, wide open three on the way, no good. Rebounded by Temple. Cole. Now to Wicker. Wicker's going to work to his right. He'll give to Zimbron, who will come back towards the middle of the floor. Now to Bowles, over to Cole. Cole back to Bowles. Long three-point attempt on the way, no good. Rebounded Cedartown. Jeremiah Johnson comes away with it. Now he's going to drive, split a few defenders, then loses the handle. Picked up by Wicker. Wicker's going to drive for the Tigers, and he's going to get fouled. C.J. Washington came from behind and got a good hack on him. And so that's going to send Shamar Wicker to the free throw line. It's going to be C.J. Washington's first foul of the night.
There have not been a ton of fouls in really either side in this game.
There have not. Cedartown has a total of 3 team fouls thus far. You had M.J. Holiday and Jeremiah Johnson both with fouls in the first half, and C.J. Washington picking up a foul and the first foul for the Dogs here in the second half, as the first attempt from Shamar Wicker is good and extends the lead to 7.
Donald Knight comes into the game as Jeremiah checks out for a moment.
Second shot no good, rebounded by Michael Walker. He gives to Knight, now to Holiday. Holiday to Jordan Johnson. Now he's going to drive off the back glass, can't get that to go, but he was fouled, and it looks like he's going to go to the free throw line.
Dogs need to respond on this one, as the Cedartown gave up that 3 to start on the first offensive possession for Temple, and Cedartown needs an answer here.
Jordan Johnson will go to the free throw line for the second time tonight. And his first shot is good. He's the only Dog to go to the free throw line tonight. And so far, he is 2 for 3.
And like we said, just not much fouling going on.
Second free throw is no good, rebounded by Donald Knight. He gives to Walker for the Dogs. Three-point attempt on the way, no good. Rebounded by Washington. Washington has it ripped away, but then gets it right back, then loses the handle. Now Michael Walker has it, and we're playing hot potato. Now he gives back to C.J. Washington, over to Holiday. Holiday's going to give to Jordan Johnson on the left side. He's going to drive, and he's going to lose the handle, but it's because he was fouled. Oh, goodness. One of the individuals is getting a long look from one of those officials.
Shamar Wicker picks up the foul for the Tigers.
They're going to call that on the floor, so no shooting. Jordan Johnson off of the inbounds pass. No good. Rebounded by Temple. They'll give to Bowles. He'll drive for the Tigers. He's going to work to the left to Cole. They like that three-point attempt in the corner by Cole, but they couldn't get it to go, so they give to Wicker. Wicker's now going to drive. He can't get that to go. He gets his own rebound, but he was fouled.
Oh, I heard ball hit.
They're
not gonna do that. It's going to be a foul on Cedartown. Looks like C.J. Washington, I believe.
Yep, and that's going to be his second. Inbounds pass goes to Boykin, who snuck in on the backside and was able to lay it in for an easy 2.
I just don't know if Cedartown was even ready for that inbounds pass.
They had no idea where Boykin was. Holiday will bring it across half court. Now he'll give to Walker. Walker gives to Washington, top of the key. Now over to Knight. Knight's going to drive. Shot on the way. Can't get that to go. Rebound by Tate Cole and the Temple Tigers. He'll bring it down the floor himself. He's going to drive. Can't get that to go. Rebound by Boykin. Boykin's going to put it back up. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Knight. Knight gives to Holiday. He's going to come across half court, go around Zimbron. Can't get that one to fall. Loose ball, rebounded by Knight. He gives to Jordan Johnson, who takes it straight to the basket and gets that one to go.
Good job there by Jordan Johnson. Timeout called, I believe, by Benji Frazier, so we'll take it with him. 31-25 now the score as we have 4:40 to play here in the third period. Back after this.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Off the timeout, Wicker will bring it down the court for Temple. Bowles is going to try to drive the baseline. He's going to give to Cole. Cole thought about a three, pulls down, gives to Wicker. Wicker over to Zimbron. Now he's going to drive the baseline. He's going to try to get that one to go in a kind of backwards behind the back shot is good, and it drops, and it takes the score to 33-25.
Jeremiah Johnson's going to check back in the next stop of play. Cedartown trailing here in the third period with 4:08 to play.
MJ Holiday gives to Billy Darden. Now over to CJ Washington. Back to Darden. Now to Walker, to Holiday, to Xavier Holiday. Underneath to Billy Darden. Drives. Can't get that one to go. That was blocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Tigers. So it's going to stay with Cedartown.
Reggie Bowles there was the one who blocked it. Did a great job there, and that's tough. Billy Darden is he's no little guy.
No, he's not. Hard to handle there. Xavier Holiday will give to Jeremiah Johnson, who's checked back in.
Well, they're going to get a foul on, I believe, the Temple Tigers on a push.
Yep, they're going to get Tate Cole for that. So stoppage in play right at 3:50 to go here in the third. Inbounds pass goes to Xavier Holiday, takes it to the basket, can't get that to go. Rebound underneath by Michael Walker. He gives to MJ Holiday. Now he's going to drive, spin, shot, high off the back glass. Can't get that to go. Rebound by Reggie Bowles.
Had three defenders all around him, had nowhere to go with it.
Shamar Wicker for Temple. Gives to Cole, now to Zimbron. He's going to work to his right. He's going to give to Battle. Battle's going to go all the way over to the other side of the court to Cole. Now they'll come back to the middle to Zimbron. Back to Cole, towards the middle of the floor. Over to Bowles. Now he's going to drive, baseline. Kick back out to Cole. Now Cole's going to go around a defender. Now he'll pass out to Wicker. Now to Zimbron. Underneath, wide open with Stephen Battle, and he just couldn't handle the pass. It's out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover in Cedartown ball.
Now Cedartown's got to take advantage of that. That was a big momentum swing there on a good-looking pass. It was just too much to handle there for the Temple Tiger, as Jeremiah Johnson brings it down and passes away.
Walker to Knight. Knight's going to drive the lane. That shot was blocked by Cole, out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Dogs.
It was either going to be out of bounds on Temple or a foul, and ref saw it to be out of bounds on the Tigers.
Jordan Johnson gives to Xavier Holiday, to Jeremiah Johnson, to Xavier Holiday, back towards the middle of the floor. Top of the key, now he's going to back it all the way to the tee. And we'll give to Walker, three-point attempt on the way, and that's good. That's exactly what the Dogs needed. Michael Walker connects from downtown.
Back to a two-possession game now, 33-28.
Shamar Wicker will come across half court. Now he'll give to Zimbron on the left side. Now to Cole, three-point attempt on the way from the young man is no good. Rebound by Jordan Johnson. Dogs with a chance here. Make it a one-possession game. Xavier Holiday for Cedartown. Gives to Jeremiah Johnson. Jeremiah drives off the back glass, and that's good, and it's going to be a chance for a three-point play.
Beautiful there as he had a guy right on top of him. He's able to get around it and somehow got that shot up, and it went through. And a chance to get the Dogs within 2 points here with the and one now for the senior Jeremiah Johnson.
Donald Knight checks out, and MJ Holiday will check back in for Cedartown. Everybody gets set for the one free throw attempt.
Super quiet in here with this. You'd almost think it was a home game for him concentrating for the shot.
Shot on the way from Johnson is no good, though. Rebounded by Michael Walker. Now to Jeremiah Johnson. 3 on the way, no good. Rebounded by Walker. He gives to Jeremiah Johnson. Now to Xavier Holiday to MJ Holiday. MJ is going to drive. Baseline jumper, and that's good, and it's a 1-point game.
Dogs did a great job there with offensive rebounding on their possession. Let's see if they can do good on the other end.
Wicker will drive for Temple. Loses it out of bounds. And they're going to say it was last touched by Jordan Johnson, so it's going to stay with the Tigers.
I actually thought it was out of bounds on Cedartown, but apparently there was some sort of indication that it might not be, but it definitely was.
Inbounds pass stolen by Jordan Johnson. He's going to drive for the Dogs, lay it in off the back glass, and the Cedartown Bulldogs jump back out to a lead, 33-34. Temple having a little bit of a hard time getting the ball in.
This is the opportunity here for the Bulldogs to take control of this game and establish themselves a big lead if they can get a turnover right here.
Bowles gives to Jackson, now to Cole. Cole's going to go to his left. Now he's going to give to Bowles, who's going to work back towards the middle of the floor. Over to Battle, to his right to Wicker. Wicker's going to try to work around Jordan Johnson. That shot was contested, blocked, no good, rebounded by Jeremiah Johnson. He's going to drive. Pass to Holiday. Holiday, long two-point attempt on the way, no good. Rebound, loose ball. Jordan Johnson comes away with it. Jordan throws that one up and can't get it to go, but he was fouled.
Here's the question. Was it before he put the shot up or after? We'll see. Or in the process. Looks like he's going to go to the line to shoot.
They're going to get Stephen Battle for that, and that's going to send Jordan Johnson to the free throw line for the third time tonight. He is 2 for 4 so far, and the only Dog to shoot from the stripe. First one on the way is good.
Dogs now lead by 2, 35-33, and a chance for a three-point lead. C.J. Washington will come in as Michael Walker will take a seat.
Jordan gets ready for his second free throw. That one is on the way, and that one is good.
36-33, Dogs on top.
Wicker will come across half court for Temple. He's going to give to Cole. Now they're going to go to Jackson. Jackson over to Bowles. Now to Boykin. Boykin's going to work to his right. Runs into Jeremiah Johnson, has to give to Jackson, and they're going to get a foul, it looks like, on Jeremiah Johnson. Good news is that's only his second foul of the game, and Cedartown's only their third foul of this third period. And we've got a late sub coming in.
Yeah, Donald's going to come in. Donald Knight will check in for Jeremiah Johnson. For the most part, the refs are letting him play.
Inbounds pass on the way goes to Boykin. Boykin gives it right back to Bowles, who's going to try to drive. Gives to Cole. They keep trying to feed Cole in that corner. Drive by Temple is no good. Shot was rebounded by Boykin. Now Cole with a long three from straight away center field. Got that one to drop. Tie ball game. Long pass from the Dogs. They were trying to give it to Xavier Holiday, and they threw it away, so it's going to be Temple ball with just under 10 to play.
And Cedartown didn't need to do that. They didn't need to pass down there. They could have taken their time. They had 9 seconds to work with.
So Bowles gives to Cole. Cole, he was listening to the crowd a little bit too much and didn't know what the actual time was, and he took a shot too early and missed. 36-36 is your score. We got a tie ball game going into the fourth period. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball right here on the Big Double A.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660. Daniels Green Services and Handyman, your best choice for total home renovation or even small projects. 770-862-1240. 770-862-1240. Painting, siding, concrete, windows, pressure washing, flooring, drywall, doors, roofing, electrical, and even lawn care. They're fully insured and will do a great job. Check them out on Facebook, Daniels Green Services and Handyman. Your best choice. 770-862-1240.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Tate Cole, the three-point attempt off of the inbounds pass, does not drop for Temple, and it was rebounded by the Dogs. Tie ball game. Jordan Johnson gives to C.J. Washington. Now he gives to Jeremiah Johnson. Three on the way. That's no good. Out of bounds. Going to be Temple ball.
That's a shot that Jeremiah makes 9 times out of 10. He was wide open there in his favorite spot at the angle, but it just would not drop. And now Temple will have it back. Still a 36-all tie as we are just underway in the fourth.
Jackson on the left side. He's going to try to drive. Dish out to Cole from beyond the arc. Back to Jackson. All the way to Bowles on the other side of the court. Now they're going to give to Wicker on the right side. Now to Boykin. Boykin gives back to Wicker, works to his right. Wicker's going to drive off the screen, and he gets that baseline floater to go. Temple back out ahead, 38-36. Jeremiah Johnson will give to Jordan Johnson to his left. Back to Jeremiah Johnson. Over to Walker on the right side. Tries to give underneath to C.J. Washington, and it's going to be out of bounds. C.J. had it momentarily and then lost it right at the line.
Yeah, he was right there on the line. The defense had him pushed right up against, and he started to lose his balance. Had to dribble, or it was going to be a travel, and he dribbled it out of bounds.
Wicker will give to Reggie Bowles. He's going to work towards the middle of the floor. He'll give to Cole. Cole back to Wicker. Now Wicker's going to try to drive, gets around Holiday, but can't get that to fall. Michael Walker was there for the rebound, but Cole on the steal.
That's got to be a charge.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Tate Cole was going underneath, and was it MJ, I think it was, that was right there?
Michael Holiday.
Michael Walker, rather.
Michael Walker, excuse me.
Was right there, and he got almost got hit in the face pretty much. Wasn't intentional, but it was an offensive foul, and the Bulldogs get it back.
MJ Holiday, little jumper for 2 is good, and we've got another tie ball game. 38-all. 6 minutes to play here in the fourth period.
Going to be a good finish here.
Jackson gives to Cole. Cole to Bowles. On the left side now, he's going to work back towards the middle of the floor. He's at the top of the key. Now he's going to work over to the right side. He'll come back to the middle. Now he's going to give to Jackson. Jackson's going to work towards the middle. He's going to drive. Gives to Tate Cole, and that young man misses from 3.
Lucky.
Jeremiah Johnson comes away with the loose ball. Gives to Jordan Johnson. Over to Holiday in the corner. 3-point attempt on the way. No good. Rebound C.J. Washington takes it back up strong, and the Dogs are back on top.
C.J. is the guy you want underneath to rebound because he's stronger than almost anybody under there. Even if he's not as tall, he'll take care of it for you. 40-38 Dogs lead.
Bowles, long 3-point attempt on the way from straightaways, no good. Rebound by Washington, and it's stolen by Wicker. He was trying to get it to Holiday. Shot no good. Rebound by Holiday.
It's going to be Cedartown basketball, looks like. MJ was complaining that he was fouled, but
they're not going to give us one, but they'll give us the ball back. So
well, we'll take the ball.
We will. Under 5 minutes to play. Johnson gives it to Holiday. MJ right at the big T. Now he's going to give to Walker. Walker back to Holiday over to the right side. Gives underneath to Washington. Washington just muscles it up, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson, little floater, can't get that to fall. Loose ball. Temple comes away with it. Shamar Wicker gets it down to Jackson. Back to Wicker. Wicker's going to work towards the middle of the floor. Now he's going to try to drive. Jordan Johnson keeps knocking the ball away from him. He knocked it away about 3 times, and then he was called for the foul on the last one.
Just a matter of time before that was called because he was pretty close. I think that's only his first foul.
It is. Only his first of the night, and only Cedartown's first here in this fourth period. Inbound pass goes to Jackson. Jackson will give to Cole. Cole over to Bowles. Back to Cole. Cole's going to drive. Now he's going to kick out to Wicker. Wicker's going to try to drive. Has to give to Jackson. Jackson, three-point attempt on the way. No good. Rebounded by Walker. MJ Holiday for Cedartown will come across half court. Now he's going to work to his left. Now he's going to go to his right. 40-38 is your score. Dogs trail, or excuse me, Dogs are up by 2, actually. Jeremiah Johnson gives to Holiday underneath. Back out to Washington, now to Johnson. Thought about a three, pulls it down, drives. Off the back glass and good.
Beautiful there by Jeremiah Johnson. Kind of the little floater layup there for him, and it's 42-38. Dogs lead with 3:30 to go.
Jackson gives to Cole. Cole gives to Bowles. Back to Cole. Now he's going to try to drive, split a few defenders, and it's going to be a foul, looks like, on Cedartown.
Looks like it's going to be Jordan again, Jordan Johnson. Yep. And you got to hand it to Tate Cole there. He was able to draw the foul. Is it going to be non-shooting? Looks like it will be, and that's I think that's the right call. It was before he threw it up in the air.
He was definitely driving to the basket, but he had not started the act of shooting yet. Inbounds pass. Cole, three-point attempt on the way, no good. Rebounded by Jordan Johnson.
Dogs had him off balance there.
And Cole and his three-point shooting have really been what have kept Temple in this ball game. But it's also, I think, hurt Temple as well because they keep relying on that, and so far we've been able to corral that. MJ Holiday is going to be fouled by Cole.
Tate Cole, the senior for the senior leader for the Temple Tigers. Non-shooting foul, so it'll be an inbounds pass coming. That is the third foul for Cole.
42-38 your score. Inbounds pass goes to Holiday. Back to Walker. Three-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by Tigers. Bowles was trapped, had to give it up to Wicker. Wicker's going to bring it across half court. Now he'll go to Jackson. Jackson back to Boykin. Boykin gives to Cole. Cole right at the big T, trying to get it to Wicker, and he does. Jordan Johnson playing tough defense on the young man. Cole, three-point attempt on the way, and that one is good. So we've got a one-point game, 42-41.
Dished it out to him. That was a perfect play there by Temple, able to get him open for just open enough time to get the three.
Jeremiah Johnson drives. His shot was no good. Loose ball rebounded by Boykin. Now he's going to give to Cole. Cole trying to work around Walker, and he stops him dead in his tracks, makes him go back the other way. Three-point attempt on the way from Jackson is in and out.
Wow.
No good. Rebounded by C.J. Washington. Here come your Dogs.
1 point lead, 1:55 to play in the game.
Holiday at the big T. He's going to work to his left. Now he'll give to Jordan Johnson. Over to C.J. Washington in the corner. Back to Johnson. Over to Holiday. Holiday to C.J. Washington. Back to MJ Holiday. MJ calling the play for the Dogs. Now to Walker. Back to C.J. Washington, top of the key. Over to Jordan Johnson. Gives to Jeremiah Johnson. He's going to try to drive. Backs out. Oh, pass is stolen by Wicker. Wicker's going to take it down and lay it in. And the Temple Tigers have taken back the lead with right at 1:15 to play. 43-42 your score. Dogs trail.
And lucky we didn't have an and one.
Jordan Johnson with the ball for Cedartown. Gives to Holiday. The crowd coming alive for the Tigers, and we've got a timeout on the court. 43-42. The Dogs trail by 1. We'll be back after this break right here on the Big Double A.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. Oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Sam Branch, Andrew Carter, broadcasting live from a dogfight at Temple High School. The Dogs trail by 1, 43-42, approaching a minute to play. Holiday will bring it across half court for Cedartown. He's going to work to his left. Now he's going to go back towards the middle of the floor. He's going to give to Jeremiah Johnson. Underneath to C.J. Washington on the baseline. Back to Johnson. Johnson's going to drive. Shot high off the back glass. No good. Rebound by the Tigers. Bowles for Temple. Will bring it down the floor for Temple. He's going to come across half court. He's going to give to Cole.
Dogs are going to have to.
They're going to have to
foul, or might be 5 seconds here. I'm shocked they haven't called 5 seconds on him yet. Was that out of bounds?
And we've got a stoppage in play. The official has no idea what's going on.
Cedartown basketball.
Cedartown basketball. It went out of bounds right in front of the Temple bench. And the Temple coaching staff is absolutely furious.
Well, there was no whistle.
There was no whistle. You had two of the Temple coaches standing right with the official. There was no room for anybody to do anything. In football, that would be a sideline warning.
Crunch time, guys.
Holiday over to Johnson. Jeremiah's going to drive. Back out to Holiday. Coming up on 10 to play. Holiday spins, loses it. Johnson, three-point attempt on the way. That's no good. Rebound by Temple.
Foul.
And he falls to the floor, and we've got a foul.
Foul on Cedartown with 5 seconds.
They're going to get C.J. Washington for the foul, and that's going to be his third. So Temple will have the ball on Cedartown's end of the floor.
Timeout. Timeout called by Temple.
And we'll take it with them. You're listening to Bulldog basketball right here on the Big Double A.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
We'll set the scene for you. It's 43-42. Cedartown trails the Temple Tigers by 1. Temple has possession of the ball with 5 seconds to go. They're going to inbound the ball on Cedartown's end of the court. The Dogs have a full court press on. Inbounds pass, ready to go. They're going to get it to Cole, and he is immediately fouled. There might have been 0.4 seconds that ticked off before he was fouled.
We're nowhere near. Dogs have to foul 2 more times to have 1-and-1s. I don't think it's going to happen in 4 seconds. The Dogs are going to just have to hope for a turnover.
We've got the officials talking about something, some type of conference here. The official time on the scoreboard is 4.4 seconds. I think they were trying to make sure they had the foul correctly, and they're going to get C.J. Washington for it. Inbounds pass on the way again. They're trying to get it to somebody, and they've got a timeout.
Timeout called. We'll keep it here. I think it's only going to be a 30-second timeout. So the Dogs really, they've got to hope for a steal of the pass. That's really the only thing that's going to save them now. Dogs only have 14 fouls in this period. You know, that's where the lack of fouls comes into play here toward the end. If you want to force a turnover with 1-and-1s, then you're not going to be able to do that until you get to the bonus. And we're 1 foul away from the bonus. 1 more foul, and then that next foul will take us for 1-and-1s. But the Dogs are going to have to do it immediately on an inbounds pass.
Yeah, and that's where the rule change as well comes into play.
It does.
Used to, your team fouls reset every half. So right now we would be in a bonus situation if we were playing by those old rules. Now it is reset every period.
And that's really changed the whole feel of basketball here. You know, and I don't know if this is – hopefully this won't be a permanent rule. I like the foul count for each half.
I agree.
Rather than the periods, because now you got – times like this where you got to keep on fouling to get to a 1-and-1.
That's right.
4 seconds to play, and the Temple Tigers will try to check it in again. Dogs down by 1.
Bowles gets it in, out of bounds. So he got it into number 13, Amon Jackson, but it was knocked away
MJ knocked it away.
Out of bounds, last touch by the Dogs. It'll stay Temple. 3.7 seconds to play. 1 point game. Dogs trail. Bowles again. Out of bounds. So they tried to get it to Wicker. MJ Holiday again knocked it away.
A tenth of a second, actually maybe 2/10 of a second tipped off the clock.
3.3 to go. Michael Walker steals it. Shot, it's good. It's good.
Oh my goodness.
Michael Walker off the inbounds pass with a steal off the back glass, and the Dogs lead 44-43.
1 second to play. A quick timeout called by Temple. Right as of right now, the savior of the day, the senior Michael Walker. Holy smokes.
Andrew Carter, I can't tell you the last time my blood pressure's been this high. That was exciting, folks.
Now, what you want to do is you cannot afford a foul at all on this inbounds pass because, I mean, even if you do foul, they have to check it in, but they've only got 1 second to do it. So the Dogs just have to let things happen as they happen. You know, don't let them get it open at some spot because, you know, miracles still happen. That we just witnessed almost a miracle there.
Yes, we did. Absolutely.
With Michael Walker stealing the inbounds pass and getting the quick layup.
And, you know, I think that's fitting. Michael is a senior leader on this team. Like you said, he has played for the Dogs and does a great job. He's never one of your leading scorers, but, man, he is right there with it all the time. And to have him be able to make that steal, get it off the back glass, give the Dogs a 1 point lead, I don't think it could have happened to a better young man. So that was just exciting to see and a special moment here in Cedartown High School basketball in this season right here on the road at Temple High School. The Tigers have to inbounds it again.
And they're going to heave it.
Yes, they are. They're on Cedartown's end of the court. They got to go all the way to the other end. They get it to Wicker. Wicker three-point attempt is no good.
Oh, it was close, though.
It was, but your Dogs are going to hold on to win it here on the road at Temple High School. Your final score is 44-43. Cedartown picks up a win on the road.
We'll come back after a minute and a half break and have your final statistics here. Cedartown with the last second victory. Back after this.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
What a finish here at Temple High School, Sam. The Cedartown Bulldogs trailed really most of the second half. Were able to take the lead, but then Temple took the lead back late. But with 1 second to go on the clock, a steal of the inbounds pass on what would normally be an impossible play. Michael Walker lays it in with a second to go, and that was the game-winning shot. With 1 second to go, Temple couldn't get it in time, and the Bulldogs win it 44-43 here on the road.
Yeah, good win. Good game all the way around. We were worried about the Dogs being just a little bit rusty. I think you had said it had been, a week and a day since they had played. So we were kind of concerned about that, but they showed that was not the case. A good tune-up, I think, as we get ready to go into some postseason play for the Dogs. As you've mentioned before, getting ready for that. And so, good win, good game. The Dogs just played well, I think, all the way around. Once they kind of adjusted to see what Temple, what their strength was, which was that three-point perimeter shooting, especially by Tate Cole, they were able to shut that down. They were able to work around it. Not only did that shut down the perimeter shooting, but it forced Temple to change their game plan and to do something a little bit that was potentially outside of their comfort zone.
Right, and the Bulldogs able to take advantage of all that and get the win here on the road, 44-43, their final regular season game. How about those totals?
Oh, yeah. Big night from MJ Holiday, 16 points on the night. Jeremiah Johnson finished with 10. Jordan Johnson finished with 6 points, 4 of those coming from the stripe. He was 4 for 6 from the free throw line tonight, so good free throw shooting from that young man. Then Michael Walker finished, of course, with that basket there at the end of the game, and Xavier Holiday finished the night with 2 points. So we're used to seeing the scoring spread out a little bit more. You know, you're usually in there with C.J. Washington with some baskets, Donald Knight with some baskets. But they were able to take care of business despite that. And so a good win, good tune-up. I expect this team to do well as we get ready to go into playoffs. And it's exciting, a good afternoon. It was only one game down here, but I tell you, a heck of a game. I don't think I could have done two if they would have both been like that.
No, I think we would have. They would have had to lock us in a padded room somewhere for that. But anyway, the final score, Cedartown Bulldogs win it tonight, 44-43. Our next basketball game will be Monday at 6 p.m. at home. The Lady Bulldogs will be taking on Southeast Whitfield in the opening round of the region tournament. The first rounds of the region tournament are held at the higher seeded school, and the Lady Bulldogs are ended up as the third seed in the region, playing a sixth seed, which is Southeast Whitfield. So Lady Bulldogs will do that, and then after that one, if they win, they advance on into the tournament over at Northwest Whitfield. Next game for the boys will be Thursday, 8:30 p.m. at Northwest Whitfield. Going to be a late night Thursday night, but the Bulldogs will try to win to get to a region championship game on Friday. And we'll have all that action for you right here on the Big Double A. Have a lot of sports coming up next week, including baseball games on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday next week. We hope you join us for all that. For Sam Branch, I'm Andrew Carter. Remember, when the Dogs play, you'll hear them on the Big Double A. Final score, the Dogs win in a thriller, ending 44-43 over the Temple Tigers in the regular season wrap-up here on the road in Temple High School in Carroll County. Have a great day, folks, and thanks for joining us for Bulldogs basketball on the Big Double A, and have a great weekend.
W291 TN Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340 and now 106.1 FM WGAA.